Hi, I'm Callise.
I got to take photos of the traveler during our journey through Genshin Impact.
So I'm going to share my slideshow with you and tell you all about our journey.
This is the part 2 because I've already made a part 1 and I don't know if this game ends. If you haven't seen part 1, check the description link below. Check the card, check the end cards. I did use the photo feature in Genshin Impact, so if you don't want spoilers, now's the time to back out. We climbed up the statue in Mondstadt and we found it had a beautiful view. The traveler and I made it to Storm Terror's lair for our first time ever. Went on a mission with Jean, Vente, and Master DeLuke. We were at Storm Terror's lair trying to figure out what to do, and they discovered we had to break the seals. We saw this guy taking a nap when the traveler yawned and decided this would look like a great spot to take naps. Traveler standing at the gates of Lue. Traveler and child are having a chat. Traveler is sitting at a table where it took us a while to prepare a special meal to be able to summon this bird. I was enjoying the beautiful view. The sunset. I had Traveler stand under the fan so I could take a picture. We were traveling around the town of Lue. And we were so excited I found a cat. And we met this guy named Razor, who was raised by wolves. This looked like a very important vase. This guy helps run Dawn Winery. It can be such frustrating work, but we offered to help out any way we can. Child invited us to dinner at this lovely restaurant, and he treated us there. Then we went shopping with Zhongli, and I was so excited because he's so pretty and he has such a handsome voice. But then he started trying to pick the most expensive thing and stick us with the bill. And Child was so nice to bail us out so many times. We had to borrow this large cauldron from creatures. We had Amber's help to heat it up because she was our current pyro user in our party. This leeway at night. Mondstadt Cathedral at night. We were thanking Child for his generosity when Zhongli wanted to spend so much money that we didn't have. Us enjoying the view of Liyue from afar. They sent us on a quest to find a cocoa goat because she claimed that the cocoa goat had cocoa milk and it was so delicious and she wanted some. We couldn't find the cocoa goat. I was hoping the cocoa goat would have chocolate milk or cocoa milk or something like that. But what she really wanted was coconut milk, not a cocoa go and not cocoa milk. Zhongli invited us to dinner, and I was terrified that he would stick us with a bill, because that's how our shopping went. But he swore to us he was going to pay for it, and it was all covered. And it was a lovely time. And while we enjoyed our dinner, there was a storyteller telling us a wonderful story. Then the traveler and I found this guy standing around in the water fountain at night, and we were like, dude, what are you doing standing around in a water fountain? And he told us that people would throw money in during the day making wishes, and he would take the money out. And we were like, why are you taking people's money? And he said, my sister is really sick, and it costs a lot of money to get her medicine and to visit the doctor. So I need help getting extra money to help her. And I was like, oh yeah, we do dailies a lot for you to help get medication for your sister. The Billy! The dog just wants his belly rubbed. Feeding some ducks. Our first dungeon with Master DeLuke. And then we hanged out at his tavern. We went to our first event together. We met up with Venti and he told us a story. This guy was telling us how he was having a hard time setting up a booth. And here's a picture of the booth after we helped set it up. This girl says there's an event with treasure chests around, and you can read the notes behind me for clues on where they are hidden. And the treasure chests were dressed up with flowers and a ribbon. And during this event, Razor asked for us to go on a mission with him. Razor is having a serious discussion with his teacher, Lisa. When Razor was young, he never met his birth parents. He was raised by wolves, and Lisa gave him a very serious box with little bits and pieces of information about his parents, but didn't really give him much to go on. He wasn't sure how he felt about it. And we told Razor, no matter how he feels about the situation, we're there for him. We're his friends. We can help him. Mondstadt Cathedral during the day. This door is in the middle of nowhere. How to get there? This girl's Anna, and she used to be extremely sick, but you wouldn't be able to tell her standing here on top of the statue like that because she climbed up the statue. Her brother was so concerned when she had gone missing. But here I found her, standing on top of the statue. I finally got brave enough to go to the Dragonspire mountain. I've discovered that you just need to light torches, and if you get too cold, get close to the torch and warm up, and then you can travel some more until you get cold again. I say, X marks the spot, right? This girl has been studying other languages, and she's been wanting to talk to this creature. And in the past, this creature just attacks us, we beat them up, and then we ran away. And finally, she was successful, and they were both excited to speak to each other and be able to communicate. And the creature gave us a suspicious steak, which is a little scary for me. But I'm glad she got her dream of being able to communicate with the creature. In the Dragonspire mountain, there seems to be some strange barrier. We haven't been able to figure out how to get past it yet. The guy on the right over there, he was the one in my earlier photo that was picking up change from the water fountain because his sister was sick. But now his sister Anna is better and she doesn't need medicine anymore. And so now she's become an adventurer. I wish I may, I wish I might, that I would win child tonight. Well, I didn't get him, but I got Toma, and he's got fire, and he's pretty. Let sleeping lions lay. Let's just leave him alone and walk away very slowly. But take a picture. We found the most gorgeous view spot and this nice rock to sit on and relax and just take in the view. I don't know why there are castles in the sky. So I was looking on our map and I discovered an island that had a waypoint that I wanted to discover. And I said, Kaya, you're going to have to make an ice bridge all the way from here, all the way to over there. And he was such a trooper to do that for us. Just a lovely sunset. There was a weird enemy that could go invisible and then have a red outline. Grabbed a picture of him. We began to travel to a whole new area. Thanks for watching. Maybe you'll watch more. Maybe the video on the left. Maybe the video on the right. If you're watching on your phone and you don't see any options in my hand, I've added those videos to the description.